We'll start. So let's get you all to stand, please. Do our little warm up. Sorry. I'm going to mute everybody. The camera doesn't hop around. Okay. Okay, so standing in the center of your mat, we'll just start off with a nice little shaky up and down, just nice and loose, nice and relaxed. And then we're going to kick out through our feet. Lovely stuff. So no tension in the body, we're just going to do a roll down. So take a breath in, and then chin to chest down we go, rolling all the way down. From here, take a breath in, and then stack up, push up through the feet, stack up through the spine, shoulders back, chin tucked in. And let's repeat that again. Breath in, chin to chest, down you go, all the way. Hang out down at the bottom. And then stack up through the feet, push up through the spine. Good stuff. Excellent. So from here we're going to squat. So you can actually grab your ring and your ball, right? So we're going to squat. So as you squat, you're going to squeeze your ball. I'm going to say ball every time, but you can use the ring obviously. So we squeeze down as we squat and stand. Okay, so I want you to squeeze and stand. So as you're squeezing, you should feel your chest muscles working down into a deepish squat. It's nice and nice bending through the knees and through the hips. So we're aiming for 8 or 10 of these. Nice little squeeze. And 2 more for me, I'd say. And 1 more. Good. So standing where I am, I'm going to sidestep to my left, and as I sidestep, I'm going to squeeze to lunge. Come back in, then squeeze to lunge as I go the other direction, okay? So squeeze as you lunge, come back in, squeeze as you lunge. And I go over and back 5 times to each side. Good stuff. 1 more, squeeze, and last time, squeeze. Excellent stuff. I'm going to go wide into my plie squat. So as I do my little plie squat, instead of bringing the arms out wide, I'm going to bring them over my head as I squeeze. So I'm going to squeeze down and back up again. Squeeze and back up. Staying tall as you can. Get those arms over the head, obviously as high as you feel you can. Squeezing everything. Good stuff. Aim for 8 or 10 reps. Two more. And last one. Excellent job. Brilliant work. Okay, so from here then, I'm going to do a little reverse lunge. But as I reverse lunge, I'm going to step back at the, reverse lunge at the right leg, squeeze forward with the arms, come back in and change. Okay, so I'm squeezing and reverse lunging. I'm keeping all my weight forward on the front leg as the back leg is just kicking back, okay? I'm going to do 2 more and 1 more. Excellent stuff. This time I'm going to forward lunge, arms going over the head, okay? So I'm up tall, step forward, arms come up high, back in. Same again as I alternate to the other leg. Forward and change. 5 on each side. And do 2 more. And then do one more, because I started on my left. Excellent stuff. Brilliant. So that should be the shoulders and the arms and the legs warmed up. Okay, let's get down onto the mat. Bring your ball with you. So I'm just going to place the ball between the knees, lying back down on the floor. And all I want to do here, keeping the pelvis nice and still, I just want to do a nice squeeze of the legs. Hold for 5 and release. Okay? So I want the knees squeezing, but I want to be squeezing with my pelvic floor and relax. We'll do 3 5 seconds. Good work. And one more. Perfect. Now from here, I'm going to take my 2 legs into tabletop. Lock everything in. Nice secure hips. Squeeze for 5 seconds again. And then release. We'll do 3 of those. 5 seconds. And release. And one more. And release. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to place the ball between the ankles now. All right, so from here we're going to place the legs into tabletop, balls between the ankles. We're going to extend the legs and squeeze. 5 4 3 2 1. Take them back in. And again, let's extend, squeeze. 5 4 3 2 1. And one more. Extend and squeeze. 5 4 3 2 1 and down. Very nice. Just do a little hip twist there. Let the leg go side to side. Stretch that out. Grab the knees and give them a little hug. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to place the ball back between the knees. And I'm going to bridge up. Okay. So as I'm coming up off the bridge, I want to squeeze the ball ever so slightly through so I can feel my glutes and back down again. Okay. So nice and steady, squeeze as you come up and back down. So we'll do 5 reps. And don't forget your pelvic tilt. You're rolling up through. Squeeze the ball. Feel the glutes burning away. 2 more of them. Squeeze and push through the feet. And then the last time, squeeze, pushing through the feet. Excellent work. I want you to put your 2 feet together. And your knees will obviously be out wide because you've got a ball or a circle between them. And you're going to come up into a bridge and hold the bridge. So you're in this bridge, feet together, and you're going to squeeze that ball and release it. Squeeze the ball and release. Squeeze and release. So give me 8 or 10 of these. My legs are shaking when I squeeze this ball now. That's how hard you want to be squeezing. So 4, you hold it for a couple of seconds. 3, 2, and last one. Squeeze, 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 and release. Good stuff. Coming down out of that. Give that another little hug. Good job. Okay, so we'll see how you get on. If you're using a ring, see if you're able for these. We're just going to do our alternating in our bridge. So I'm going to come up into a bridge. I'm getting a light squeeze on the ball just to hold it there. And then I'm going to extend the left leg. Take it back in and extend the right leg. Good stuff. So alternating left and right. Light little squeeze on the ball. Just to keep it in place. But obviously you'll feel your adductors working. Your glutes are working a bit more than they normally would doing this. I'm going to do 2 or 3 more. And 1 more on each side. Losing the ball. The trouble with the elbows. Always dropping them. And back down. Good stuff. All right, give it a little squeeze. Nice little stretch. Excellent work. Okay, we'll pop the ball down for a moment, okay? So I want to go into dead bugs. So I've got my 2 arms in the air, 2 legs in the air, head and shoulders off the floor. Make sure you got a nice neutral pelvis, and we're going to do 10 reps on each side, opposite arm, opposite leg. Exhale as you lengthen out, pull it back together. You can keep your head on the mat if you want. Good stuff. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely stuff. Stretch that out again. Good work. Okay. Putting the ball back between the ankles. So you have 2 options. You can just rest your head on the floor, or you can have your hands behind your head and lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Okay? So from here, I'm just going to extend out and in, but I'm keeping a nice little squeeze on my ball as I'm extending those legs out and in together. And as I said, head and shoulders off the floor, hands behind the head. We're going to aim for 8 or 10 reps of this. Nice and slow now. 3. Don't forget to have a little squeeze. 2. And 1. Very nice. We're going to bring that back to the knees now. That ball goes back to the knees. We're going to take these 2 legs into tabletop. Again, hands behind the head's optional. So from here, I'm going to do a double toe tap. So nice little squeeze on the ball. Bring the 2 knees down, touch the floor, take them back up. And as you're doing that, you're trying to make sure your lower back isn't arching. If this is too tricky, do single leg versions, alternating as you go. So I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent stuff. Give that another little squeeze, guys. Okay, brilliant. Keep that ball between the knees. I'm putting my hands behind my head again. Tummy crunches. So as I crunch, I want to squeeze the ball at the same time. So take a breath in, exhale, squeeze, and release. And we're still thinking about a neutral pelvis. Squeeze and relax. So give me 10 of them. Don't forget the squeeze now, come on. Good work. So I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. So we know what's next. 2 legs into tabletop. Still squeezing that ball. Now when I'm here, I've got my feet together. So from here, as I crunch, I squeeze the ball again. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. I'm still watching my neutral pelvis. I'm really trying to crunch through those abs. Hopefully it's all starting to burn a bit now. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Have another little rest for yourselves. It's a bit of an ab burner, isn't it? So we're going to do reverse crunches. So I'm going to keep my hands down on the floor. I'm going to keep the ball between my knees still. Taking the legs into tabletop. I'm just going to crunch and back down. Okay? So I'm going to lift my tail and crunch by bringing my knees to my head. And if my head comes up automatically, it doesn't really matter. You can just rest your head down and just lift like that. So I want 10 of them, and we're squeezing whatever you're squeezing. So 5, 4, 3, 2, last set, 1. Whew. Good job. They're nasty, aren't they? Okay, perfect. We're going to turn onto our side. I'm going to place the ball between my knees. I'm in a kind of a clam position. Arms are out straight, and I'm just going to squeeze down on that ball, okay? So I'm going to squeeze the top leg down on top of my right leg down on top of my left, and slowly release, okay? So I'm squeezing and slowly releasing. But I'm focusing on the right leg, my top leg, doing all the squeezing, and obviously coming through the core, and you're working a bit of your adductor. Good stuff. 2 more of them. And 1 more. Alright, lovely. So you just take out your ball now, and we'll just do 10 clams, keeping everything tight. So that leg should feel nice and light after squeezing in the other direction. Hip should open nicely. Don't let that pelvis roll. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent stuff. I'm going to place the ball between the knees and straighten my legs. So from here, I'm going to squeeze the ball again, okay? So I'm trying not to let that top leg move around too much, trying to keep stable through the core as I squeeze the top leg down and then release, okay? So you're starting to use a bit more of the leg, the whole leg that is. So squeeze, and again you want to think about where you're squeezing from your powerhouse. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and you can nearly feel all the leg muscles working as we do this, and 1 more. Super job. Let's shimmy that down to the ankles now. Okay, so from here, I'm going to squeeze the top leg down again. So squeeze and slowly release. So you're looking for control, you're looking for strength through that whole long leg into the core, okay? So squeeze and hold for a couple of seconds and release slow. So don't just let it ping back, just release slow. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Now hold it there. From here, we're just going to lift the 2 legs up and down, okay? So I'm keeping my ball between my ankles, keeping my core engaged. If you want to use this hand for a bit of stability, you can. You're going to lift the 2 legs up and down off the floor. Okay, so give us about 10 of them. Staying nice and strong. Good stuff. And do 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, good. Now, I know some of you have a ring, so you can pop the ring on the floor, put your top leg over the ring, and you're going to lift your bottom leg up and down inside the ring. If you don't have a ring, just bring your ball forward, bend up that top leg, and we're just going to get that top leg out of the way and lift that bottom leg up and down instead, alright? So I'm just going to squeeze, stabilize by pushing my right knee down onto the ball as I lift that lower leg. As I said, if you've got a ring, you can press that top leg down and lift the leg on the inside of the ring, alright? So it depends on what you've got. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super job, good stuff. Okay. Flip over, please. So same thing, legs are in a clam position, ball is between the knees, lying down flat. I'm going to squeeze that ball and release slowly. So squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. So you should really feel the adductors working now. And make sure you're squeezing through your core so they're anchored off your core. I'm going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. From here, let's do some clams. Again, stabilize. Top knee up and down. We're going for 10. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Now, ball back between the knees, lengthen the legs. So you're going to stay right on your side, and then we're going to just squeeze the top leg down onto the bottom leg. So squeeze and slowly release. Squeeze and release. Good stuff. Control now. You can use that other hand on the mat if you need to for support. So I'm going to go 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay. Pop that down to the ankles now. So same thing, nice and long, get yourself stabilized, and let's squeeze that left leg down, that top leg down onto the bottom leg. So now you should feel the whole leg working. Try not fall forward onto your face. Good stuff, and again that slow release is important. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent stuff. So we're going to lift the two legs up and down. So are you ready? So we're going to lift and lower. Okay, so squeeze to lift and lower. And again, obviously, slight squeeze on that ball to keep it in position. Up and down we go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, so this is the one we're going to move that leg. So again, if you have that circle, you can just stick your leg between it, your lower leg. So top leg up out of the way. A little bit of pressure on the ball to stabilize. We're going to lift that lower leg up and down to the ceiling. Squeeze and lift. Keep pressure on the top leg, that top knee. And really recruit your abs and your core to lift that lower leg. Good work. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent stuff. Lovely. Let's just roll onto our back for a bit of a stretch. So I want to bend up my right leg, cross my left leg over, and I'm just going to stretch out that left hip. Just pull it in slowly, that right knee. And then I'm going to change legs, swap it over. Grab the left leg, pull it into the chest. Nice and relaxed. Okay, good stuff. Alrighty. We're going on to all fours. I'm going to pop this ball behind my left knee and kind of lock it in place if I can. You can use a cushion if you need to now at this stage. Okay, so I'm just going to take this leg up and down, but I keep that ball in position. So I'm on my left leg, on all fours as I lift that knee up and down. Good stuff. And then I want to do some circles with that hip, keeping that ball in position. I'm circling around. And then I'm going to switch and go back the other way with those circles. Opening up that hip as best I can. Good stuff. Lovely. Let's change sides. So I place the ball behind the right knee now. I'm going to pinch that knee to lock that ball in place on all fours. And I'm going to lift up and down, keeping that tummy tight, keep that back flat. Don't arch that back now. So we'll do a few of these. See if to squeeze the whole leg to keep the ball in place. Now let's circle around, opening up that hip. Hear a few pops. Don't worry. That's fixed. And then go the other way. Good job. Excellent stuff. Perfect. Shake out those wrists. You can lose the ball for a second. So we're just going to do some Supermans, okay? So I'm back on all fours again. Draw that belly button in. Nice flat back. And I'm going to extend opposite arm and opposite leg. Bring it all together and change. Opposite arm and opposite leg. Good stuff. Two more. And one more. Good. Okay. We're going to do some push-ups. So, we'll do the nice easy ones. So we're back on all fours. Now I'm going to aim to bring my nose forward past my fingertips. And as my nose goes down, my left leg kicks back. Then I come back up. So I'm moving in front of my hands, then I change legs. So I'm alternating left and right as I change legs. Alrighty. Good stuff. Two more. And one more. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to make this a little bit tougher. So you can either repeat another dose of those ones or do what I'm doing. I'm going to stick to do 5 on my left and 5 on my right. You can alternate doing the last set. So from here, I'm going to take my right knee off the mat. Well, take my 2 knees off the mat, but I'm going to do a push up and kick back and take it in. So my right knee stays off the mat as I do that push up. And do 5, so that's 3, 4, and one more, 5. Okay, so it's very, very, very hard. So if you managed it, fair play. So now I'm going to switch it back over. So I'm going to keep my left knee hovering off the mat as I repeat that push-up. So I start with 2 knees off, and I'm going to extend back with the right leg as I do 5 more push-ups. 2 more. And 1 more. Excellent job. Fair play if you did them. They're not easy. All right, good stuff. So from here, we're going to go down onto the floor, onto our tummies. So you can't really use the rings for these. So if you have a pillow, get a pillow, please. So you can roll up the pillow, put it under your chest. And we're just going to have the hands in front of the ball. And from here, I'm going to lift hands and chest off the floor as I've got the ball underneath my chest. Okay? So hopefully you can see that. Draw that belly button in. I lift up and down. So I'm slightly raised off the floor, obviously, and I'm lifting up and down. Okay, so give me a couple of reps of that. If it's too tricky, just don't use the ball. Just lie flat and do what we would normally do. Okay, so then from here, to make it a bit trickier, I'm going to bring those arms out shoulder width apart, sorry. And from here, lift the arms up and down. Up and down. Keep that tummy tight. And 2 more. And 1 more. Excellent stuff. I'm going to add in one more thing with that particular move. So when you've lifted up through the upper body, you're going to extend the arms past your head or in front of you. So from here, I come up, I reach forward, come back in and down. Reach up and reach through, come back in and down. And all the time you're keeping your core nice and tight. Stretch forward, come back in and down. 2 more, up, forward, back and down. And 1 more, up, forward, back and down. Lovely stuff. Let's all sit back and stretch out. Stretchy, stretchy. Getting a nice cramp in my foot now. It's part and parcel of it really, isn't it? Okay, very good. So that would have helped the upper back. So I'm going to do a few mermaids now. And just keep me ball out of the way. So I've got my legs out to the right, hands to the left, sitting up as tall as I feel I can. We're going to side bend over and back in. Lovely stuff, over and back. So we do 3 of these. And then I'm going to stop in the middle and I'm going to hinge forward and back. Forward and back. And 1 more. Forward and back. Excellent stuff. Now I'm going to plonk down onto my left side. We'll come back to the right ones in a second. Grabbing my ball or my pillow. So I'm going to do my nice little side bends, okay? But as I do the side bend, I'm going to squeeze the ball. So from here, on my left shoulder, nice and solid, I'm going to come up and over and squeeze the ball and back through. Okay? Up and over, squeeze and back through. We'll do 5 of these, squeeze. 2 more. Squeeze. And 1 more. Squeeze. Excellent stuff. Up onto the hand. Same thing. Keep those knees together. Up and squeeze through the knees and back down. Squeeze. And again. And 2 more. And squeeze. And 1 more. Excellent. So you can remove the ball for, we're going to do the full one. So it's the full side plank version. If you're not comfortable doing it, repeat the one you just did. So what we're doing is we've got the top leg bent up in front of the lower leg. My left hand's a good bit away. From here, drive down through that top leg, lock out here, and back down. So I want 3 of them. Press up through, and back down. And 1 more, and if you can stay up on this and pivot in under, and come back through, it's up to you. 1 more, pivot in under, and back through, and down. Very good. Stretch that left shoulder. Okay, good. So we're going back to the other side. Don't forget that we're using the ball. So we're mermaiding on this side now. So I've got my legs out to the left. So up tall, get in me right. Down I go. And back through. So give me 3 of these. And 1 more. Excellent stuff. Then we're going to stay in the center and hinge forward and backwards. And 1 more. Nice. Now, grab your ball. Pop it between the knees. Put those legs tucked back behind you. You're solid on your right arm now. Breathe in, exhale, squeeze through the legs to come up and down. Breathe in, squeeze and down. Good stuff. We'll do 2 more. And 1 more. Excellent job. Okay, we're going to go up onto that hand now. So same idea. Nice solid squeeze on the ball. Up and over you come. And back down. We'll do 2 more. Don't forget to squeeze now. Come on, keep squeezing. Our abs and our core will be in bits tomorrow now. Perfect. Okay, good. So I'm going to lose the ball. So I'm going to keep that right hand a good bit away. Left leg is bent up. It's in front of the right leg, which is on the bottom. From here, driving down through that left foot. Up you come. Good. And back down. Breathe in, exhale, press. And back down. And on this third one, we're going to pivot if you can. Up, pivot under, and back through. 1 more, and back through, and down. Good job. Stretch it all out. Shake out those wrists. Okay, lovely, lovely. Okay, so I'm back on all 4s. Just want to do a nice little stretch through the shoulders. So I'm going to take my left hand, pass it in under for threading the needle. And bring that hand up to the ceiling. And back down. And 1 more back up. And then I'm going to change. Drop it in under now. The right arm up to the ceiling. Go in under again. And back up. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to finish with a few planks. Alright, so I'm going to go onto my elbows. You can do these on your knees, or you can do them on your toes, depending on what you're feeling. So I'm down onto the elbows. I'm curling my toes underneath me. From here, I'm just going to pop up onto the toes, or you can stay on your knees. Keep that tummy tight, nice flat back, and let's hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lift the left leg and the right leg. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and hold, hold. Come on, stay there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down, stretch it out. Sitting back into child's pose. Stretch out the shoulders. Okay, we're going to do a side plank now. So I'm going to go onto my right elbow. You can do these on your knees, or you can do them with a straight legs. I'm going to do them with straight legs. Put my top leg in front of my bottom leg. From here, I'm going to pop up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep the hips up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn around. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn around. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Come on, hold it now. Turn around. You feel the song coming up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're done. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Back into child pose. Nice and relaxed breathing. Then I'm going to come forward, drop the hips, look through. And then sit back again into child pose. Nice and relaxed. Walk those hands away from you. And then come through to child pose one more. Back extension one more time. And then I'm going to walk my hands back to my feet. So I'm upstanding. Well done. I'm going to shake all that out. Shaky, shaky. And kicking out through the legs. So I know that was a little bit tougher than mixed level. I think we're all moving on up in the world. Okay, so from here, no tension anywhere. Take a breath in. Chin to chest, down we go. All the way, hang out there. And take a breath in and stack up through the spine. All the way, shoulders back, chin tucked in. And let's do that again. Breathing in. And down we go, chin to chest. All the way down. Hang out down there, twist to the left a little. Spin back to the right, back to the center, and then from here we're going to take a deep breath up to the ceiling. Stretch, 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 reach, 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 and flop. Another one of those, breathe in. Stretch, 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 and flop. And slowly stack yourself up, shoulders back, chin tucked in. And you're done. Thank you very much.